So how do you take that? Good day at the office or learning experience?
Yeah, I mean, it's a great win for us. You know, it's the best win of our season, and it's always hard to win on the road in college basketball, especially at a place like this. You know, I think there's a lot of teams that don't like to come and play these types of games, but one of the things that you get by coming here is you learn a lot about your team. You have an opportunity to improve, and in our case tonight, we left now with our second road win, which is very fulfilling for us based on where our team's at right now.
Is playing on the road against a mid-major something you enjoy?
I would say enjoy. I mean, every game on the road is just a hard game, and I think coaches today really respect, regardless of who you're playing or where you're playing. New Mexico State is going to win a lot of games. They already have, and they have a tremendous player. They have talent, depth. They play with great energy. I'm sure being in Alaska for 3 days and playing 3 games and traveling all the way back home didn't help their cause tonight. But, you know, we all have those moments in our season where travel is hard, but hopefully we took advantage of that in some way.
You guys had some issues with slow starts last couple games again tonight, but you overcame that. What was the difference?
Yeah, we had a slow start again tonight, but it was negated right away. You know, we had maybe a slow 2.5, 3 minutes, but really we rallied. At the first media timeout, I believe the game was tied, which was an important point for us because you can lose your confidence so easily, especially in the month of November if you're not guided by go-to players and veterans. And in our case, we have a blend of a lot of different players. And no question, we entered the game probably lacking some confidence.
You know, because you had, I think you called a timeout even before 2 minutes, but you also had, I think, against Mississippi State, and that didn't really work, but this did again. What was the key in getting back? And
you know, the players. You know, I can call a timeout, and leaving the timeout, I thought we settled down. A couple guys made some plays, and you know, you have a way of settling down when you see some of your teammates making plays. But you know, Nick Johnson, I think it says a lot about his talent, his future, the way he played tonight, his first start on the road. He was terrific.
It seemed like the guys took this game pretty seriously. I mean, was the beginning, it didn't appear to be a letdown. Was it just a matter of maybe guys being too wound up? You saw a couple of turnovers there. And
you know, sometimes when a team gets off to a slow start, you have a tendency to point fingers and say, you know, you're not trying. I think our guys try. It's just we have, you know, some players that are in different roles, and they're learning, and hopefully our starts will continue to get better. And you know, a game like tonight really helps that in the future.
What context will you put those last 4 minutes in?
You know, it's probably something that I and our staff have to clean up a little bit. You know, but we were in a delay game, and at around 15 seconds, we obviously wanted to attack the basket. Because New Mexico State wasn't clearly in a man-to-man, you know, at times they put 2 on the ball and trap. It didn't allow us to flow seamlessly into what we were doing next. But we also have a couple young guys in the game. And at the same time, we had a couple plays that just didn't work out for us. You know, looking back, if it would have been a tough pill to swallow when you in the last 4 minutes turn it over or miss shots. But a couple of our drives could have been fouls, and but they weren't. But we hung in there, and it was a great win.
Is there such a thing as a trap game? Was this a trap game?
No, I think our team this year, Greg, it's really not about that for us. It's about just really trying to be better. We have some weaknesses and deficiencies. We're not very big. And to this point, to our team's credit, we've rebounded pretty well on defense, if you think about it. And if you look up the stats, even tonight against a great offensive rebounding team, we hung in there. One of the things we have to do is be a really good, smart offensive team. Low turnovers. We got to try our best to move the ball. And those are all things that sometimes take a little time. But for us, it's moving from one day to the next and one game to the next. And, you know, we have a game against NAU. They always play us tough, but it's a home game. I know our guys are excited to do a better job in this game than the last home game that we played in, which was, I would say, very disappointing.
How do you get them to not look past NAU to Florida?
I don't think our team really knows who we play after NAU.
That's always good.
It's really about the next game. You know, we're not a top 10 team right now in search of these, you know, marquee wins. We're a team that's trying to get better and learn about ourselves. And, you know, I thought the one thing that everyone should have learned tonight is how good of a player Nick Johnson can be in Arizona.
What's his ceiling?
He's very talented, and one of the things that I know better than you guys is I watch him every day. He has an incredible attitude. Incredible. And when you combine talent and attitude like that, he's really going to be a terrific piece to this year's team and beyond.
Is it safe to say